Hi Jexiteers, how you doing? Thanks for stopping by. If you're new to the channel, my name is Riley and I'm a former Jehovah's Witness. And this series of videos is about just some light-hearted, sometimes humorous stories of experiences that I had while I was in the Jehovah's Witness organization. So today's story is about, I'm already laughing. I'm sorry. So today's story is about an experience I had way back in the day at a convention. So if you're not familiar with Jehovah's Witness conventions, so once a year, actually, so Jehovah's Witnesses are split into congregations. So typically each area or town will have a congregation. And then when you get a cluster of like say 20 congregations, that forms a circuit. And then when you have a group of, oh, I'm not even sure how many circuits, but a large number of circuits will make up a district. And once a year, a district, so all the congregations in a district will get together for a huge assembly called a district convention. They're called regional conventions now, but back in the day, uh, they were called district conventions. So we used to have, I mean, I grew up in South London, and our district was assigned to Crystal Palace for our district conventions. So Crystal Palace is a sports stadium in southeast London. It's like the home, or I'm not sure if it still is, but it was the home of like the British athletics team. So there's grass for playing like field games, and then there's a running track that goes all the way around it. And I absolutely loved Crystal Palace. I loved Crystal Palace so much, the venue where we had our conventions. It was just so great. I mean, in the north of London, they had their district conventions at Twickenham Rugby Ground, but in South London, we had it at Crystal Palace. And some of the things that made Crystal Palace great was there was a lot of parks around it, like on as part of the grounds. Very green, nice places to picnic, and district conventions are usually in the summer. So the weather will be nice. You can go and sit on the grass and have a picnic during the lunch break. And there was one part of the park where they had like model dinosaurs as well, like big, huge things, which was quite fun and interesting if you're a kid. And there was also a miniature zoo, which leads me on to the actual story. So one year, myself and my brother were so here's the thing. Jehovah's Witnesses are very repressed people in many different ways. When it comes to socializing, any kind of fun or enjoyment, Jehovah's Witnesses are very repressed. So anytime there's an occasion to enjoy yourself, you will get more than a few people that just go way over the top and just lose complete control. And district conventions, you didn't actually see people going out of control, but district conventions is where it's like a mating ground. It's like a mating ground. Honestly, it really is. From teenage years upwards, you only got one thing on your mind. It's like finding a hot sister or finding a handsome brother. So you would just get big groups of young people who are just parading around, trying to get noticed or trying to notice others. And that's what basically happens during any of the breaks, like the morning break, the lunch break, and afterwards as well. Sometimes even during the sessions, that's what happens. It's just young people being young people, it's to be expected really. But yeah, so that's what happens. So one lunchtime at a district convention, that's what me and my brother and a couple of our friends were doing. Walking around trying to look for girls, right? And then we went to we went to hang out at like the little zoo. It's really weird having like a miniature zoo at a sports ground. I have no idea why it was there, but it was. So just, looking at the different animals and stuff. And we were standing by this like pen, like a cage full of emus, right? Now, emus, right, are really, really powerful creatures. I mean, I know that they're flightless birds, but their legs are really, really powerful. And an emu could do you a lot of damage if it kicked you. So they look cute and funny and everything, but they can be quite dangerous. So we're standing around by the emu enclosure, and I looked over onto the other side, and I saw this beautiful girl. Oh my goodness, I still remember what she looks like now. She was really beautiful, and she had this like it's probably sounds a bit lame now because fashions have changed and stuff, but she had this nice like summer kind of hat that she was wearing. I don't really know how to describe it. I don't know much about hat fashion. And then I was like trying to make eye contact with her and everything, but she didn't notice me. And then a gust of wind came, blew her hat clean off of her head, and it landed right dead center in the middle of this emu enclosure. So me, without a moment's thought for my own safety, immediately, without it's like my body was just acting on autopilot. I climbed the fence, jumped into the emu enclosure, grabbed her hat, climbed back out of the fence, climbed back over the fence, and went and presented it to her. Obviously, I was trying to impress her. And then this beautiful woman, just gave me the biggest hug and just planted a big wet one right on my cheek. And I was just I felt like I was 9 feet tall. Honestly, I really, really did. I felt like I was 9 feet tall. This beautiful woman who I was trying to get the attention of finally noticed me. And not only did she notice me, she gave me a hug and a kiss. And I was just like, like in the cartoons where they go all like starry eyed. I was like that. Yeah, that really made my day. So I guess you're wondering what happened after that. Did I get her number? Did we, start seeing each other or anything like that? And the answer, unfortunately, is no, because she was probably in her early 30s, and I was only 11. So there was a bit of an age difference. No, no word of a lie. I was 11 years old. I was 11 years old, and she was probably in her early 20s. So yeah, but that didn't stop me from noticing how beautiful she was and fancying her, you know. But yeah, so I never ever saw her again, not even at another convention. I don't recall ever seeing her again. If I did, I would have remembered her. And she would have remembered me though, because I was just a boy, basically. But yeah, that was one funny experience I had. To my dying day, I will never ever forget that. I will never ever forget that experience. I wonder if she even remembers it, wherever she is now. But yeah, okay. So I hope you enjoyed that funny story. If you want to hear more funny stories, just let me know in the comments below. And please remember to like, share, and subscribe. That way that you get notified. Oh yeah, click that bell. Practically all YouTube channels now say click that bell because I think YouTube have done something where even if you do subscribe, you don't get notifications of all the videos unless you click the bell. So please click the bell so you know when I publish a new video. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.